The altitude chamber is grim. The altitude chamber is grim. You know, anyone that's been at altitude, you'll be able to relate. You don't initially feel bad, but like when you try and do anything intense, it feels like your battery just gets drained. 5-6 second sprints, 30 seconds apart. First one feels easy. The last one feels like your head's in a plastic bag. The goal of the altitude is to increase my peak power at this point. We've got a spreadsheet, basically says that if I can increase my peak power capacity by 100 watts, that I could be saving somewhere between 0.6 to 0.8 of a second. You know, recent PB 106.1, you know, we need that 105.2, so literally we gain that 100 watts, you know, take that to the bank, you know, we're nearly there. 207 days left. If I can milk 100 watts out of these altitude sprints, the time's there. In the altitude chamber, you know, you do the same amount of effort, it's just you get closer to wanting to black out, really, you know, like your vision starts to close in between efforts, and the recovery is terrible, absolutely terrible. You know, like when you normally do an effort, you know, like you'll spike your heart rate and then, you know, you sort of recover. That's not a thing in there, right? You just like, you go up and then you just stay up until the effort's finished. So like the first time I ever went to altitude was in Switzerland. We went up to the top of this glacier. It was 3,000 meters or something. So same height as the altitude chamber. There were these people in front of us and they were holding up the shows. And I was just thinking, look, I'm just gonna rip past on these 40 stairs so I have like an unobstructed view at the top. And I was just like, yeah, no drama. So I just like dropped it, like sprinted past 40 stairs. I reckon it took me like 15 seconds and my quads were killing me. Like I was fully out of breath. Like, you know, my body just wasn't working the way that I thought it would. So, you know, a little bit of a haunting feeling to come back here and know that I have to do it on the bike in there. And like when I was on holiday, I could just quit if I wanted to. Like now I'm in the chamber, there's like 5 people standing around making sure that I'm getting stuck into it. Like it's not easy to just back out when it gets hard. Wait till you get out of here. This is the best feeling. Like when you breathe that. How good is that oxygen feel now? Get some of that into you.